Very good morning to everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Grateful Saturdays with me. So, I hope all of you, can hear me clearly. Just give me an indication on the chat box if you can clearly hear me, and also if you can hear the music. Great, great, superb. So, I hope all of you guys have had a great week. And okay, let me just switch to the normal view. Right. Excellent. So still the music and everything is audible, I suppose. If there are any issues, just drop me a message on the chat box. If not, I will proceed with as it is. So we have Indu, Manoj, Ranmali and Sulfika joining us. Thank you very much for showing up on time. I suppose few of them would join halfway down. As you can see, I'm joining from the heavens today. Right. So the same process that we do, let's set our intentions and start. So we can start with a round of introductions, a basic introduction about yourself and what is your intention for today. So shall we start with Indu? Indu, are you there? So until Indu comes back, Manoj, would you like to unmute yourself and share with us a small introduction and your intentions for today?
Hi, Lien. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Manoj, and my intention for today is I do have some work afterwards after this thing, so I need to kind of get a boost to first to relax my mind and get ready and focus to do my day. So that's
Excellent.
the getting focus is the intention.
Excellent. Superb. Next up, we have Ranmali.
Uh, Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My intention for today is to be grateful for my abilities and certain talents that I understood and recognized during the lockdown. And I feel that they'll be pretty useful for me. So in the future, so I want to be grateful.
Excellent. That's perfect. Next up, we have Zulfika.
Hello, good morning, Lien. Good morning,
Good
everyone.
morning. Good morning.
Uh, my intention for today is, to be grateful and also focus myself, my mind on forgiveness.
Forgiveness. Excellent. Excellent topic for today. And Indu, if you are back, you can share your introduction. If not, we will move on. Right. So until Linda is back, so today is a awesome Saturday, a peaceful, blissful Saturday, and here we are, few people trying to change how we feel, trying to understand more about gratitude, appreciate what life has to offer, and live in high vibration. So I'm really grateful for today. I'm really grateful for all of you for taking your time and joining. And we just have Nevindi joining in. Nevindi, everyone just completed their introductions and setting their intentions. Would you like to introduce yourself and set your intentions as well?
Hi, Lien. Thank you very much, and a very good morning to everybody and you. I'm grateful because despite of all these obstacles today, also I thought I'll miss it, but somehow I came home after some work and joining with you guys with the intention to maybe to develop more kindness towards, to be kind towards people. It's a very long-term goal that I've been having. So every day I want to be kind to someone. So today also it's something like that I want to do. And my name is Nevindi and I have a public relations company, and that's about it.
All right, great. Thank you very much, Nevindi, and thanks for joining. So we heard about forgiveness, being kind, in few of the setting intentions, and I am a person who strongly believe in universe and the synchronicities and things that happen. So something happened this morning, very much in line with what we just spoke. And I feel that's the universe's way of saying this is the topic for you for today. So in life, we face circumstances where we lose our cool, right? Where we get really angry, where we actually cannot control ourselves, or we just get pushed overboard from the blissful state that we try to maintain. So I had one of those circumstances. I'm not any thing different to a normal human being, just like you. So I also had angry thoughts. It was just 5 minutes before, but knowing that we are going to have Grateful Saturday just starting up, and I have a commitment towards you, I had to ensure that I shift my mindset from being frustrated or being angry quickly towards a mindset of gratitude, and not just doing it for the sake of doing it, just showing a smile in front of the camera, but to be honestly entering into that state. The good news is I managed to do that, and I believe that is the topic that universe wanted me to discuss today, and especially because we spoke about forgiveness and keeping cool and being kind to ourselves and to others. So let's explore that through our life experiences. In the meantime, Pravini just joined us. Pravini, everyone else has introduced themselves and set their intentions for today. Would you like to introduce yourself and set your intentions for today? You can unmute yourself.
Hi, I'm Pravini
Pravini.
from Home Treat team. As for setting intentions, I think it's going into a relaxing week and being grateful for the whole week and what happened, both positive and negative. Thank you.
Super. Next up, we have Zara joining in. Zara, would you like to introduce yourself briefly and set your intentions for today?
Hello, Lien. I'm Zara Marsuga. I'm actually joining from work, although I'm at work today. I actually need to, yes, increase the gratefulness that we have for our life and what we have been blessed with. So I hope to get the maximum out of this session.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. And thank you everyone for joining us from various places, from your work, from sometimes on the road. Shows your commitment and how much interested you are in this gratitude mindset and developing your skills to live in a blissful, grateful state all times, which makes me really happy about the effort that we are making collectively together. So last but not least, we have Kanchana joining in. Kanchana, would you like to introduce yourself and set your intentions, and let's get started.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Lien.
Good morning.
Sorry. I'm Kanchana, and I'm a chartered architect. So today, what I want to do is probably have a good start to the week ahead, and so that's what I want to do.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. And the intentions that you set will definitely be very fruitful, because setting intentions is very powerful. And you can use this technique not only for Grateful Saturdays, but when you wake up in the morning and let's say first thing you go into the bathroom, you look at yourself in the mirror, look right into the eyes and set an intention. It could be, I'm going to achieve this particular thing today. I'm going to get these things done, or I'm going to live in a blissful state throughout the day, or maybe make this call that I've been procrastinating. Whatever it is, set an intention, right? It could be small, it could be big, but set an intention, because the intentions that you set with conviction actually starts attracting those things from the universe based on law of attractions, which helps you to achieve those targets. So it's definitely a good thing to add into your life. Okay, so gratitude, gratefulness, we've gone through this multiple times. There are no newcomers today, so I would not go into the basics of telling what gratitude is, but it's definitely a blissful, very comfortable, very loving and amazing state of mind, an emotion, a feeling that you can choose to live in. The good thing about gratitude is as a human being, you have the power to control how you feel, and when you master it, you can switch into a gratitude state or a grateful state in a blink of an eye. The good thing is, even if you are in a very frustrated, angry state, let's say something happens and you really lose your cool, you get really angry, super angry, and you get into a very low vibration state, but still, being a human, you have that ability to bring in your mindfulness, come into that awareness of how your feelings, thoughts have changed, and take a conscious decision to change your state in a split of a second. Yes, you can do that, right? At the initial state, it might be difficult, but more you are aware and more you try, it gets that much easy for you to change your state as and when you want it. And something that I truly believe is, this is my body, this is my mind. If this is my body and my mind, why should I let an external thing, an external person, or an external circumstance control how I feel? Now, this is food for thought for everyone. In life, most of us live an outside in approach, out to in. What I mean is, let's say if you take people in the society, most of them, their emotions, their thoughts, and what they do and what they feel, what they go through, totally depend on what the outside environments gives into them. So if a person is kind to them, they will feel good. If a person is rude to them, they will get angry, they will get frustrated. So similarly, people, circumstances, things around you, external environment starts controlling you. What happens is, most of the people stop to realize, or do not realize, that they are letting this external forces control them. And because most of us humans, we get washed away in this rapid white waters, so much to say, right? It's like a person getting washed away in a white water or a stream or a river. Because emotions are as such, and when we are not aware, when we are not mindful, and when we are not in control of our emotions, they control us. But the right way to live is to live inside out. You take full control of your mind, you take full control of your emotions, you take full control of your body. And without letting external people, external circumstances control your thoughts, or what kind of thoughts or emotions you are having, you start giving out what you have inside. So when you're mindful, you can take that decision. If you're not mindful, you get washed away in that river of emotions. So this platform is exactly what that is about, because what we are doing every week is learning to live in that mindful state of gratitude, and mastering how you can switch your gears into a grateful state. And when that happens, you will realize somewhere down the line, you will have your experiences to share as well, of how you shifted your gears into a more mindful state to live in a beautiful state as and when you want. So let's talk about these incidents that can happen to you, right? So today in the morning, I was supposed to get a delivery on Pick Me, and apparently this gentleman who brought the delivery, for his bad luck, maybe he's bad in reading his maps, he has gone to a different road, which is about a couple of roads away. And so when he called my wife, who made the order, to ask where the house is located, and when my wife looked at the map and said, "You've gone to a wrong road," for his bad luck, maybe he was in a very bad mood, he has actually blasted my wife, right? Now, at that moment, as a customer, you know that cannot happen. So she also got really angry. And the next thing is, she talks to me and tell, this guy is blasting me, right? Early in the morning. So this is 5 minutes away from Grateful Saturday starting. So I talk to him. I just pick up the phone and I ask what happened. And he goes on a rant, right? So very unprofessional, very unethical. And as a driver, he should not talk to a customer in any formal way like that. And he just raises his tone on me. what happens? I'm human, right? Just like all of us. So I also get angry. I lose my cool and I give him back with same of what he gave to me, right? And he threatens me saying, okay, I know what to do, and he hangs up the phone. So long story short, up to now I have not received the delivery. He drove to somewhere else and he ended the trip, an order of about $3,000. God knows, maybe he took it home, right? I hope he's happy of what he did. But the story is not about him. The story is about each one of us and our mindset. What happened to me at that time? Yes, I got angry. I got really angry, right? Ego starts playing. Like, how can a person talk to me like that? He's a driver. How can he talk to me? I did not do anything wrong. And how can he just take the order and go, right? How can he threaten me? So there's a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts just rushing in your mind. Now, external environment coming into me, external environment, a person outside, circumstances outside of me coming into me, right? Then what happens? My mind starts boiling. I get angry. Now, if I let go of control, what's going to happen? I'm going to run a movie in my head of how am I going to hit him, what damage I'm going to do, how I'm going to complain and make sure I ensure that he loses his job. So many thoughts would go in my mind. But at that moment, if I'm mindful about my feelings, my thoughts, my emotions, I'm going to have that split second light bulb moment where I feel like now my mind is going to think like this. I need to take control. Luckily for me, I had that moment. And as soon as my mind started entering into this barrage of evil thoughts, I just held it very tight. And I said, forgive him. Right? Him in a compassionate angle. Maybe he had a bad day and he did a very stupid mistake, because when Pick Me gets to know that this happened, he's going to lose the job. It's not going to affect me, it's going to affect him. So for his bad luck, he made a very wrong choice today. And for him to do that, maybe he was having a very bad day. Who knows what problems he has in his life. So when I started looking at this, my anger became compassion. My anger became a feeling of sorry towards him. Remember, in life, if anyone is being very harsh to you, if anyone is being very rude to you, if anyone is showing a lot of anger, frustration, understand, even more than the emotions that he's showing, he or she is showing, that person is suffering inside because of a problem. No person just goes out being evil and being rude and being ungrateful. But sadly, a lot of things that happens to people makes them, lose control. So people start understanding what their emotions are, and they get washed away in this river of emotions and they react to it. Next, someone is being very angry and very hateful, very arrogant towards you. Think carefully. If at all, you should only have thoughts of compassion, nothing else. Because that's what they need. That person is hurt, that person is damaged, that person is wounded in his mind. And that's why people do things like that. So the lesson for me at that moment was to switch from anger to a mindset of kindness, compassion, love, and gratitude in less than 5 minutes. I actually had 5 minutes for this program to start, right? And even if it was not this program, it was not about this program, I have a choice whether to hold on to that thought and boil in that feeling and punish myself as well, or whether I'm going to change myself, change my state emotionally. What I changed my focus. Instead of focusing on what he did to me, I started focusing on what kind of a day he might be having. Maybe he has a family problem. Maybe he's going through a divorce. Maybe he's thinking about the ton of debts that he have to pay and it's driving him nuts. So I changed my focus, right? Then I changed the language that I was using. What is this language? The story that I was telling. So instead of saying that, how could he do this to me? Instead of saying, how could he do this to me? I started saying, maybe he's having a bad day. Poor fellow, right? Yes, he shouldn't have spoken to me or my wife like that, but poor fellow. So I changed my focus, changed the story or the language that I was using, right? And the third step of changing your emotional state is changing your physiology. What did I do? So I closed my eyes and I started doing some free breathing with this soft music running in the background, right? Because I need to get into a state to be in front of you and carry out this program effectively. So I started breathing in slowly in counts of 4, holding my breath for another count of 4, exhaling slowly for another count of 4, and holding my breath again for another count of 4. So I was doing the breath work of 4 by 4. We did it once in a week. That breath work is meant to raise your vibrations. It's a breath work that people who channel spiritual beings use to enter into higher vibration state. So here's the lesson. Our environments will always try to control us, change our state. It will throw in a lot of, bullets and missiles, so much to say to make sure we lose our cool. So that we would be rude and frustrated and angry and shout at people and do damage and so many things. But if number one is you need to be mindful, so you can have this thought saying, oh my God, this is happening. My mind is shifting into this gear. I need to hold back. So you need to be mindful and you need to have the need and the want to maintain a blissful state. That is number one. Without that, nothing can be done. But if you have the mindfulness and if you have the need to stay in a blissful state, the 3 steps is change your focus, right? Change the language that you are using or the story that you're saying, your communication to yourself. And number 3 is physiology, change your physiology. It could be from, running fast to dancing to sleeping to breathing, whatever your circumstances is, depending on that, you need to change how your body is, maybe even how you are standing strong with your chest out and, chin up. It could be as simple as that. The moment you do that, it helps you to change your emotional state. So take a deep breath, deep long breath, right? And on your exhale, just sigh out and relax all your muscles. Let's enter into a meditative state. And today, let's show some kindness to people who have been rude to us. Let's show some compassion to people who has done wrong to us. Right? And also, make it a point to give thanks to them. As ironical as it may sound, let's make this an opportunity to thank them for giving us an opportunity to learn in life how to keep our cool or how to be in a grateful state when bad things happen. Because these people are the people who are bringing in lessons to us in life. And the moment you start seeing it like that, you immediately start changing how you feel towards them. Right? So take a comfortable position. If you are sitting on the floor or a seat or your bed, or if you're lying down, don't make yourself too comfortable because chances are you might fall asleep. Right? Take a very comfortable state and gently close your eyes when you're ready. And we'll slowly enter into a phase of breathing and embark on this journey of gratitude. So take a long, slow breath. Fill up your stomach, fill up your lungs. Hold it for about 2 seconds. And breathe out with a sigh, relaxing your body. Breathe in once again, long and slow. Hold your breath for about 2 seconds. And breathe out with a sigh, relaxing your muscles. Breathe in one more time, slow and long, filling your stomach, filling your lungs. Hold it for about 2 seconds. And while you're breathing out, focus on areas which you have tension, like your neck, your shoulders. And breathe out while concentrating on those areas, imagining, visualizing that your muscles are relaxing. So keep on doing like this for a few times. Breathe in long and slow, stomach, chest, hold it for about 2 seconds. And breathe out, focusing on those areas which may have tension. While you are in this peaceful state, if you are getting thoughts rushing into your mind, don't fight them. Let them be. Don't try to change the flow of thoughts. Let it flow. Because when you fight, you create tension. And this is not about creating tension or stress. This is completely about letting go. So even if your mind is getting a flow of thoughts, just let it be. Let them flow. Just watch them. At least now you are aware that your mind is getting a flow of thoughts. If not, if you are just entering into a blank state, enjoy the blissful state. Take few more breaths, long and slow, and breathe out. Now I want you to visualize that the room that you are in is filled with little light particles, very bright and radiant, emitting an amazing energy filled with love, compassion, kindness, and abundance, flowing all around you, just like fireflies. It's like sitting in a room filled with fireflies, just that the light is very white and bright and radiant. You can feel a feeling of benevolence, kindness, compassion. It's an amazing emotion. It's an amazing feeling. And as you breathe in, these light particles goes into your body through your nostrils. And as they go into your body, it cleanses you inside out. It cleanses you completely, where all these tension, stress, negative emotions, problems, issues, frustrations, anger, disappointment, everything gets washed out, gets cleansed, gets converted. And when you breathe out, it just goes out of your nostrils like a black dust, out to the universe, cleansing your body. And with each breath you do this cleanse, you can see, you can feel that your body is becoming radiant, glowing with white light, like an angel, with every breath, increasing your radiance a little bit more than the previous breath. And this feeling that you're holding is so amazing. You feel so light. You feel so comfortable. You feel blessed. Now, I want you to focus on yourself. While you're taking a deep breath, Start feeling your body. What are the sensations that you feel in your body? Can you feel that the air is touching your nostrils? Can you feel your feet touching the ground? Can you feel how your body is pressed against your chair or your wall or back of your seat? How your clothes are hugging your body? How the wind or the air condition in the environment that you're staying is touching your body? This is you. This is the person that you've got used to say me or myself. Who am I? I am a collection of physical parts like flesh and blood and bone. I'm a collection of thoughts and emotions. I'm an existence in this universe. Who am I? What is my purpose? What am I doing here on this earth? You can answer that with any answer, but whatever the answer that you give is the story that you choose to live. Whether you are merely a normal human being who came to this earth supposed to work, get married, have children, live happily ever after and die, or whether you're something a bit more special, who came to this earth as a part of a purpose, a mission, to discover something, to find something. Whether it's your best version or whether it's to do a greater deed. Whatever it is, this is you, yourself. The thoughts and emotions that we go through plays a major part of who we call ourselves. Our belief systems define who we are. Understand, when I say myself, what am I actually referring to? Can you feel that soft pulsating sound of your heart beating? Can you feel the lungs filling up even when you are not thinking and taking in air to keep you alive? Your body is a remarkable system when you look at it from a tangible perspective. An amazing machine to keep your conscious inside, and together you will think thoughts, you will have belief systems which ends up defining you. Now, being myself in life, I'm exposed to people, circumstances that we cannot control. And in certain times, these external people and circumstances control how we feel. Rather than them controlling, we allow these people and circumstances to control our emotions. Can you think of an instance where you lost your cool, where you got angry, frustrated, hatred came in, evil thoughts just took over you, where you wanted to hurt a person verbally or physically? Think of that person, think of that moment. If you can't suddenly think of a moment, I'll give you a few seconds. But just remember one instance. It could be getting angry with someone that you really love, like your parents, your spouse, your children, or even your pet sometimes. Or it could be an external person. Whether it's a simple, small incident or a big incident, just think of one incident. You might be having a lot, but just think of maybe the most recent one. See yourself as you're watching a movie. There you standing or sitting in this moment of anger, of fire, burning, and what emotions were going through you. How were you behaving? What were you thinking? Observe. Stand outside your body and observe. I want you to, in your visualization, hold your palms out to the front at yourself, the person that you're seeing in front, as if like you're a magician who's focusing an energy onto that person. I want you to hold your palms out to this person, yourself, and heal him or her. Heal the emotions, this particular moment that you are visualizing, which happened in your past. Fill your heart with kindness and compassion to yourself, seeing how you are losing your mind and becoming angry and burning even in that moment of instance. Give kindness, give compassion, give love to yourself to heal yourself in this moment in the past. And when you're living in this moment of anger, frustration, let's change our focus. Now, you only know which instance, which circumstance that you are thinking of. Like the example that I gave you, change the focus of what is being done to you. So you get angry when you are the victim of the situation and you believe that you do not deserve it. So instead of focusing on yourself, focus on the person that made you angry. Change your focus. Let's change the language and ask ourselves, maybe I wonder what he's going through to be in such a state to cause me such pain and anger. Or in a different sense, I wonder what's wrong in his life for him to do such a thing. I wonder what pain and agony he has inside him to be himself right now. So change the focus to that person and ask these questions and let your mind answer. You simply would not be knowing, but your mind will help you come up with a checklist of possibilities of what he's or she is going through. And it's quite possible that it could be one or many of these reasons. Don't you feel sorry for him or her? Don't you feel sorry for this person who's causing you so much angry and agony? Because now you know this person is doing it because he's broken inside. Now, while you're watching this incident between you and this other person or the circumstance, I want you to once again put your palms out to the front and, like a magician, channel energy of love, kindness, compassion through your palms to this other person to heal emotionally, physically of this angry, agonizing pain that that person is going through. With true compassion, sorry for I want you to heal. I'm not angry for how you treated me or what you told me or what you're doing. Because I understand it's coming from a place of a lot of pain, a lot of brokenness. For that, I feel sorry for you. I wish if life changes for you, so you would not have this anger inside, for which I forgive you for what you did, as much as I forgive myself for how I reacted. Forgiveness. Such a powerful and a wonderful thing, but yet very difficult to do. Let's say it again. I forgive you for what you did and said, as much as I forgive myself for how I reacted. I forgive you for what you said and did. I forgive you for what you said and did, because I understand you are coming from a place of a lot of hurt, trauma, and pain, for which I feel very sorry for you. I only wish if things changed for you. I forgive you for what you did and said, as much as I forgive myself for how I reacted. Now I want you to take both your palms and keep it on your chest in any position you like. You don't necessarily have to keep it on your heart, but keep it on your chest, both palms, any way you like. Sometimes, if you visualize this person, this circumstance properly, you would have felt a slight tingling, burning pain in your heart, in your chest, physically. Do you feel that? That is exactly how you feel when you start burning in anger, frustration, the fires of low vibration. Now, while you have your hands on your chest, while you're feeling the warmth of your chest, channel this abundant love, kindness, compassion into yourself until I heal myself, I forgive myself, I heal myself, I forgive myself, I heal myself, I forgive myself. I love you and thank you. I love you. Thank you. Take a deep breath. I love you and thank you. Now I want you to give yourself a big hug. Visually, imaginatively, or even physically. You can wrap your hands around yourself, your shoulder and your chest, and give yourself a big hug. You deserve a big hug. Say thank you. You're such an amazing person. You've been there for me in times of darkness, in times of happiness, and I really owe it to you for who I am today. Take your hands to the front and keep it in the position as you worship someone, like an Ayubowan position, and give thanks to yourself who's standing right in front of you. Say thank you. Bow your head with your hands right in front. like you're worshiping yourself, and say, thank you. I love you. You can take your hands to your normal position. Think of the world or the country that you're living in, and just think of how many people or how many incidents must be happening, like fights, arguments, where people get disappointed, angry, frustrated, lose their temper, say things that they don't mean, do things that they don't mean, fall into trouble. How much of fire is burning through people on a daily basis? Although we are not in one location, although we are virtually in various locations around the world, the vibrations that we've created right now has an amazing power. I always say this, whatever your belief system is, whoever that you believe in religiously, whether it's God, universe, creator, karma, a force of nature, a creative source, it's all the same. And here's the thing, when you are created, a part of that amazing creative force is placed in you. Some people call it the soul. Most people define soul in a very different or wrong way. But you have a piece of God or creative source or universe which is right in you. And that gives you the power to love and show kindness, compassion, and gratitude. I want you to hold your palms upwards right in front of you. Focus on your heart chakra, that is the center of your chest, with the belief that you have a part of this creative source of this universe of ever abundant love, kindness, compassion. I want you to focus and imagine how this light inside your chest is increasing in its brightness and radiance, and growing and glowing and growing and glowing and glowing and growing until it consumes all of you, increasing your radiance like an angelic being. At this moment, maybe on your palms, you would feel a tingling sensation of energy. If you do, do not worry. And if you do not feel, still do not worry. Whatever that you're feeling, just enjoy those sensations. I want you to imagine your bright radiance. In your bright radiance, you are like the sun, magnificent, benevolent, energetic, filled with healing power, buzzing with warmth, love, kindness, and compassion. And right in front of you is what? A beautiful blue, green, and white orb spinning, which is the earth, in any size that you want. I want you to hold this earth in between your palms, slightly away while the earth spins. And I want you to channel all this amazing love, kindness, compassion into this earth to heal all the people who are burning in their own fires right now, emotionally and physically. Have a compassionate mindset. Understand what kind of circumstances they might be going through, what kind of heartburn they might be going through. Feel sorry for them. Hope their problems will be resolved, and believe that you have the power to heal the world, and channel this energy into this ball of light, in between your hands. Channel this energy. See how this earth starts glowing little by little while this energy is channeling out of your palms. And have one intention: heal the world, heal all the people and the animals, the flora and fauna, where all this anger, frustration, hate, evil thoughts, everything will disappear. And there will be only light and love. Heal the world. Say, I love you. To the earth, to all the people, to all the animals, to all the flora and fauna, say, I love you. I love you. And to the universe, the gods, the angels, whoever that you believe in, your guides, whoever that you believe in, give thanks. Say, thank you for giving me this opportunity to become something bigger than myself. Thank you for this opportunity to live in gratefulness, love, kindness, compassion, and to heal the world. This is you. Feel as you. Feel what's in you. You are not merely human, you are a radiant being. What you feel right now is who you actually are, a god among men, an angel among men and women, with the ability to heal yourself, heal others, heal the world, heal even the universe. Give thanks. Thank you for this day, for this opportunity, for this knowledge, for this awareness. Thank you. Look up to the sky and imagine an amazing radiant white light showering down like a deep beam from the universe right onto your forehead, into your mouth, which passes into your body and cleanses you, filling your heart with gratitude and love. Breathe into it. Breathe into this energy and take it into your heart. Once again, bring your palms to your chest, hold your chest, and say thank you. Thank you. I love you. To yourself, to all these gods, angels, guides, creative force, karma, forces of nature, whatever that you believe in. Say thank you for myself. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for this knowledge. Believe that you're something bigger than yourself. Take a long deep breath. Hold it for about 2 seconds and exhale in a long exhale. Once again, breathe in. Hold it for about 2 seconds and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your hands back onto your lap or keep it in any comfortable position. And as I count down from 10 down to 1, slowly start feeling your body coming into full awareness to end this session. 10, 9, Feel how your body feels. Feel how the wind is touching you. 8, 7. You can maybe move a finger just to gain control of your body that was in stillness all this time. 7, 6, 5. Breathing a bit differently, feeling your body. 4, 3. Feeling your entire body, your legs, and how you are seated. 2, 1. And slowly open your eyes and connect with your surroundings. And whenever you are ready, slowly open your eyes and switch on your camera so we could connect together with the class. Take about 5 seconds and come back into the present moment and connect with everyone, and we'll take it on from there. So let's give 5 more seconds for everyone to connect back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel free to stretch out your body if you feel like sitting in one place in stillness has taken a toll on you. All right. So how many of you enjoyed today's session? Can I see a raise of hands? Yeah? You can raise your hand to the camera. I can see all of you. Okay, amazing. Right. So let's do this. Let's share an experience of today, something that you thought, something that you think might help everyone here, and tell one thing that you are grateful for. So we'll start from Zulfika. Share one experience and tell us one thing that you are grateful for today. Your mic is mute, Zulfika. Unmute yourself. Okay, wait. I think I have to give you rights. Wait. Okay, now you can unmute yourself. Okay.
Today I'm grateful for understanding, on compassion, forgiveness, and things like that.
Okay, great. How was your experience? Anything that you experienced in today's session?
It was really good, you know. I really kind of felt like I lost myself, like in this meditative state, actually.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Zulfika. Next up, we have Zara. Zara, would you like to share your experience? How did it feel to do the meditation from your office?
Yeah, it's good because actually this is the first time I'm tried this meditating from the office, because it's a Saturday, there's no one around much, and it's a good way to use your time, even if it's 1 hour that you're taking out of your work time, but still it is more useful because you take it to the next week. I guess you can take this experience and the advantages you gain from it to the next week.
Okay,
It's
I've lost.
actually,
I think
can you hear me?
there's a connection issue. Zara, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. Let me,
Okay. Yep.
can you hear me?
Yeah, the line got broken, I think, due to a network issue. You can.
Okay. So it's like it's good to be reminded that you don't have to react and
Right? I lost her too once again. Okay, until we get her back, Pravini? Pravini, would you like to share your experiences today?
Yeah, I think I really like what you said about like your experience this morning was very relatable. So I had gone through kind of a similar experience, and towards yesterday, towards Friday, I was feeling like, why did I let it affect me so much? Was the thought process. So like I could relate to what you said so much, and thank you for that perspective.
Pleasure. Thank you. And next up we have Nevindi. You are on mute still, Nevindi?
All right. I was floating actually today. Maybe I felt the vibration, and I was resting a lot. And after a very long time, I felt the vibrations lifting me up. And thank you. Also, just want to add something now. One of my friend, she's actually going through a divorce at the moment. And I told her to join. I think she's going through a lot, so probably she couldn't. But next week, I'll try to get her through to this session. And I shared my experience that I have already spoken to you guys past few weeks about, gratefulness, kindness, everything. So today's session, what you said, I think all of us can relate to it, because we humans, we tend to react to everything, right? But if we know that there's no point of reacting to everything that we go through, I think pretty much we can control our emotions. It's not easy, but I'm getting somewhere. I feel like I honestly, I feel like it's helping me out. So thank you for your sessions. It's amazing. Thanks, Lien.
Thank you, Navindi, for sharing that. That's what we need to do. We need to keep our eyes on ourselves, on how we are reacting to life and what's changing in us. Because when we see progress equals happiness. So we naturally get motivated of what we are doing and we want to do more of it, right? So excellent. Manoj, would you unmute yourself and share with us your experience today and one thing that you're grateful for?
Yeah, I'm thankful for this session, and one thing I can share is from last week to this week, I kind of had more focus on the session, so it was great. And then again, I got the feeling that we should not resist our thoughts, so I'm trying to fight it or get indulge in it. Rather than doing that way, we can, observe the thoughts, and from that we can be calm with that process, be in calm mode. So that's the thing I learned.
Okay, thank you, Manoj. So that is very true. As humans, we cannot stop us getting angry or having any kind of, whether it's positive or negative thoughts, we cannot stop. The only thing that we can do is we can practice our mindfulness, where when those thoughts come into our mind, we can notice it, we can understand it, we would be aware about it. And I think that is the most important thing. Next up, we have Kanchana. Kanchana, would you share with us? Unmute yourself.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Lien. Thanks so much for the session. A wonderful session. I remember once you actually posted something saying you don't have to actually tell your side of the story, but it's really difficult not to. But when you practice that, restraining yourself from saying that, I think a lot of that anger, because you see the other person saying a lot, but you're not saying anything. A lot of anger is coming out of you, and I think that's actually a very good test for you to actually see the thoughts that are inside of you, and then just let it go. Because if you are also adding fuel to the fire, the other person is also adding, you're also adding, it's never going to go down. So I think one side actually have to keep calm and deal with your own emotions and get it out of yourself. So I think this today's session was really helpful in that sense, because you actually helped us to sort of get in touch with our emotions and get it out, and then completely get rid of it. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much, Kanchana. And next we have Indu.
Hi, Lien. Thank you as always. really enjoyed today. Although I did get a little bit of distraction. The little one came and sort of like wanted to talk to me. But I did enjoy. And so two things I'd like to share, one on forgiveness and one on anger. So there was a person that I could not forgive for like 9 years. A person in my life I could not forgive for 9 years. Like I harbored great animosity towards that person. And then suddenly one day, I kid you not, like I was having my morning shower and I suddenly this person popped into my head and I was like, my sort of like my head was telling me, you know what, now is a good day to make peace. And I was so shocked. I didn't know what to do, and I actually called the person on the way to work, and and the person was also shocked. I said, let's meet up. I'd like to see you. Let's meet up for lunch. And the person was like, you're not like going to kill me or something, right? On my food or something. Like, no. And then so we connected over that lunch, and we shared a lot of things in the past 9 years, what happened, and I genuinely told why I wanted to like connect back. And even though it was hard to believe, the other person did believe. And then we've been such good friends since then. It's like nothing ever really happened. And this is a place that even though I knew I had to forgive this person, I just could not. But after that was done, it's like this big chunk of block has been lifted off me, right? So it was like it was something like, it was not like I did a favor with the other person by forgiving. So that was the first time I realized forgiveness is actually you're doing yourself a massive favor and not really the other person. So that's one thing. That's way before I got into this whole meditation and mindfulness. I don't know, something just told me and it happened. And the other thing is about anger. I think that so one time before also I asked you about how do we like stop ourselves when we get really angry. And after that day, I was trying to be conscious. And one thing I realized, sometimes, like, I don't know, different people might get angry for different reasons. I sometimes get angry due to ego. I am like, how dare you? Like, that's what my first thought, right? So I want to win. Like, I suppose, like, when you get angry with someone, you just want to win over the other person and like, there, I did that, now like take it. That sort of a thing. So then what I realized was, okay, if I consciously stop and let the other person win, that might be like a good way to let go of that anger. And by winning, okay, that person also may like feel calmer about the entire situation. So those are the two things I thought I would like to share related to
That's
today's.
absolutely true. That's absolutely true. So like Indu said, most of our anger, if you actually analyze it, there is ego very much embedded somewhere, because ego is nothing very alien. Ego is about us, right? And we feel we are entitled, we feel we deserve respect, we feel we deserve a lot of things, right? And when that breaks, ego starts that thought quickly saying, this guy needs to be punished verbally or emotionally, even by giving a look which hurts this person, we need to go to war. So overcoming ego is what we are doing on a daily basis. So amazing. So I think everyone spoke. I'm really glad all of you are making progress, and this is impacting your lives in some way or form to become a better version of ourselves. And I always believe this: we are much bigger than we think we are. And in that journey to discover ourselves, gratitude, love, kindness, compassion, getting into a mindset, making it not like an external thing that you're trying to do, becoming a person who live in that mindset continuously is very important. And that's exactly what we are doing. So keep on spreading the news, talk to people. And Nevindi, for your friend, you can say for the sessions that she missed, she could log into my YouTube channel, Lien, Life Coaching by Lien. Some of the sessions are there. Today's one would also be there. So at least understand what happens. Maybe if she has an hour to sacrifice
Yeah.
for herself, close her eyes, and
Sure.
go through that meditation. But for best results, to try to make some time and participate next week. So thank you very much, everyone. I really enjoyed this session today. Before ending this session, I would like to once again invite you to switch on your camera for a photo with a pose of gratitude, kindness, and compassion. So if we do this, whatever, we'll take a photo in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. So thank you everyone for this week's session. I'm truly grateful for all the efforts that you have made. I'm glad to see that this is growing and you guys are finding it really useful. Let's spread the message. Let's make this community bigger, because like I always say, believe that you have the power to change this world, and it happens by impacting one person at a time, right? And that brings to the end of today's session of Grateful Saturdays with me, Lien. Thank you very
Lien.
much. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Lien.
Thank you, Lien, and bye everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.